Welcome back. Yes, it's been a while. I've been doing things. As you can see here, what is this? Oh my goodness. We'll find out later in this episode. But first, let me show you a few other things we'll be doing. With this new station we'll be building next to this marvelous enclosure. And as well as the new path. And path extensions. It's been a while, people. I don't know how to record B-roll. But look at it. Things will be updated. It won't look like this later. And as well as what we finally cooked up in this lab. But first, the speed builds. And now, I can stop doing this voice and get straight to the point. Welcome! I know it's been a while. But I've been busy, and as I explained in the live stream, for me trying to beat Minecraft in hardcore, which I died at the end, #spoilers, been busy. And yes, I know I just said that guy who watches me for the screw you, but thank you for your support. Anywho, obviously here I am doing a speed build, mainly because as you can see here, and I should be showing it up on screen, I did it again. The speed build won the vote. Now only 7 people voted. So technically there's not a lot of people. But it doesn't matter at the end of the day. And this allows me to do 2 things. 1, obviously just do a voiceover afterwards. And 2, allows me to actually work on the world and just, vibe. Because sometimes that's just what I want to do. And as I mentioned in the live stream, it gets to a point sometimes where it's like, I can't progress in the world. Even though I want to play on it, because I would have to record, but the stuff that I would have to record would take like hours. So that kind of sucks, and I can't just be doing hours of recording because that takes up storage space, which I have enough storage space, so technically I have no excuse there. But there's reasons why I don't want to constantly keep recording, because then technically the editing would take forever, and then I wouldn't have to go through the editing, and it'll be its own whole thing. Now you're probably wondering, oh gosh, why don't you just hire an editor? Respectfully, I got money like that, but I ain't got money like that, if you know what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, I just gotta suffer through it. But speed building helps out in this situation. That's why I was pumping out all those Just World Evolution builds, because I just put it on, record, and bam, just the speed build did it on its own, and then I just had to do a voiceover like I'm doing as of right now. So that's a good thing there. Will I be doing this all the time? Probably. Maybe 1 speed build every episode. And if it's, a satire thing, or a thing that's overran through, then maybe I'll just stop doing speed builds every episode, maybe 2 episodes. Maybe the whole video will be a speed build. Oh, excuse me, I have hiccups. We're not cutting that out. This is a live. We're doing it live! But anywho, trying not to say here, even though I just said But back to the recording. As you can see right here, I'm carving out this area. 1, I extended the pathway, and 2, I decided to want to make a little enclosure for the dodo, Mr. Billop. Eventually we'll get another dodo and we'll shove them in here. Then eventually, after a while, we'll probably make their own enclosure somewhere else. But I decided I probably should move Billop, and mainly because at this point of building this, I was thinking about destroying the factory up there, because it was kind of an eyesore, and I might still do that. I don't know, but there'll be I'll probably move them actually in this video, so we'll see when we get to that point. But now we do the speed build of the Dilophosaurus enclosure. Now obviously, when I mention speed build, I mean the Curate mod speed build. Because look at this, it looks amazing. It's like those people who do the line by line drawings, but it's for enclosures. And I am so glad I decided to download Crate. I know it was a harper on it, but it's like, we're not gonna download it. But specifically this cannon, oh my goodness, it saves so much time. Especially because I'm playing on Forge, and the replay mod is not a Forge thing. Now, recently, if I remember correctly, there is a new mod where you can change Forge stuff over to, or fabric stuff over to Forge, but that might be later, like, released type of mod, so it might not even be available. for this. And technically, this also solves a lot of issues and problems that probably the recorder or Minecraft recorder or whatever it's called, replay mod, there you go. The replay mod would have, because then I would have to save files and I would have to edit the replay mod, and that sounds like a lot of work. And the family motto here is we don't do extra steps. So, but yeah, this is just building the enclosure you saw from the beginning. It is not building everything right now because it was missing materials at the time. And so some of the later cuts here that you'll see in a second will have that. But I'll let the rest play out, and then eventually, once it all is finished, we'll be going to the normal world of Live Me.
Just in case, well, Mr. Mansley, you're actually in another room right now in real life, locked away, because it's almost time for bed. But we are here! And why are we here? To finish the Dilophosaurus enclosure. Now, yes, I remember, we have things to do, which are kind of spoilers right here. But first, let's get a few things out of the way. One, I'm pretty sure I already mentioned this, but I do have resource packs installed to spice everything up to give a little cool design. And if you want to see those, these are all the resource packs that I have installed. So you can find these either on Modpack or, CurseForge. They're all there. I did install a barrels mod so you can upgrade the barrels, kind of like the book bags. Actually, I think it's the exact same mod. I could be wrong. Oh no, it's not. It's called super barrels. Yeah, it's just because there's so many plants, and to be honest, I was not thinking about changing all this stuff. And just respectfully, it's lagging. I didn't want to add anything to this room because it's so fancy. But that is done. Those nerds are nerding out. Mr. Mansley is being Mr. Mansley. If we press J, enhance. As you can see, I've decided to do a few things. I did cut this out of the B-roll, but I did curve this so it looks a little bit better. As well as change where it actually starts at on the path. Everything's still the same. This is temporary path. These are all gravel, showing where the layout will be, and also showing what paths I can take. But in this episode, as you can see here, we're going to be extending out this way. Now, I have plans for the few episodes to come. Next episode will be our storage building, which I've already recorded what we're going to build here. It's not completely done yet, but it is there. And here we have some spoilers, if you know what that is, as well as Billup's enclosure. So we have to go pick up Sir Billup. Let's go transfer him over. Sir Billup, let's go. Ooh. I know. You're out in the sun. Oh, stop running away. This way, son. Perfect. Now, we need to make sure his food is fooding. Actually, can we pick up this? Let's find out. Oh my god, we can. Perfect! We don't have to waste anything. And we actually needed a feeder for the doohickey over yonder. So, if we use the epic instant transmission we learned from Goku, place that right there. And we go over here. Hopefully I had a instant transmission sound effect. And grab this. And we shut that right there. Pick it up. Pick it up again. Hopefully Sir Billup is not in the water. Or in the thingy. And dang! There we go. He's in. Look at him. He's jumping for joy. And then I'm probably gonna actually break that. There we go. So he can't get out. He's stuck here forever. Eventually, we'll give him a girlfriend. Actually, is Billup? You a dude, right? You are a dude. We'll get you a girlfriend. And then eventually you guys can have babies. But we shall carry this over to the main attraction of this episode. That being the new path, as well as the new Dilophosaurus enclosure. I'm kind of slowly doing the British accent still. Really don't know why. But I think we could place it right here. So pick this up. Plunk. Perfect. Now we need water, which, if you literally just teleport out of this and move this. Well, first we need to finish this. And then bang! Now, ooh, we've seen the underworks. We must fill this in. And I'll probably go later on and actually close everything in. But for right now, I think this little thing of water will suffice. Yep. If anything, I can change it later. But let's fill it in the water. Oh, the game is lagging. And we did it! Now it's not the prettiest, to be honest. We don't care. And it's not what we're really waiting for. We're waiting for these nerds. Now, I need to actually, one, I probably should make a way to get out of here. Oh, we do have steak. Let's make a ladder. Doink. And then jump. Perfect. Now we need to get some bone meal, which we definitely have plenty of. So we'll go over yonder, past yonder street, and grab some bone meal. Actually, no, we'll just grab all of them. We have plenty to go around. And then keep going, running and running and running and running. Hello, are you Mr. Fly? No, you're just a regular fly. We'll eventually find Mr. Fly. I think he probably died. But if we go over here, we have the piece of resistance. Which, if we move these out the way, we have horsetail seeds, cyanide seeds, and zemite seeds. Now, these are not all of the plants that we'll be using, but these will be the decorations for this enclosure. Wow. Whoa. Oh, actually, I didn't think they were going to grow big. That's fine. So place a few around. Bone meal more. There'll be one in every corner. And this will be the piece of resistance. This is to add more fauna, and I hope that's the right word I'm using there, to the enclosure, to have it more prehistoric. But this is the one we're going to be spamming. We ran out of bone meal. Quick! And also, it's perfectly that it's turning night, because we have to make sure this place is also lit. So let's get some more bone meal, because that's what also matters, is how the park looks at night. You know what? Grab both sticks just in case. Put that right all the way over. Also, I added these rocks just to break things up, and I kind of do like the way they look. Because right now, I don't have any custom trees I want to put over here. Because I don't feel like anything will work. Break these guys down. And leave that there. And then place you right here. It's actually perfect the way they did that one. That was not that perfect. Then destroy that one. Ooh, wrong button. Pick this one back up. Ta-da. Then you just add the normal fauna. Now there were other bushes that I wanted to do, but sadly we don't have a lot of plant fossils, surprisingly. So eventually we will have to go digging for more fossils, which that might be a filler episode, aka an episode I will just record one day, not edit at all, and just post, which will be cool. But first, I think that is it for decor. Now we need to do one more thing. Just break this, place this, cover. What else is dark? It's pretty dark over here. So, it's been a minute. How do I make slabs? Oh, there we go. 5 lanterns. So I will do. Actually, no, that was too close. Lantern. Then we'll do one in this corner. This allows us to hide the foliage. This guy needs to move over 1. And maybe one more, but I might as well just place him right here. And then we go. Maybe one more over here in this corner. But respectfully, do we have torches? You telling me I don't have torches? Oh, what? A lot of iron to make lanterns. So we would just need a coal farm. And then a tree farm. Which gives us excuses to build things. So, and I'll probably light this up on my own time. But how far? Well, we're already 12 minutes in this episode. So destroy this. Place that. And I'll just make these into dirt blocks. Go. Place this one. Maybe one in this corner. Maybe one right here. And then one in this corner. There we go. And I think that's actually good enough, but just in case, do one right here, and then one right here. There we have it, the Dilophosaurus enclosure. Now we just have to make sure that they can't get out any which way. Sadly, that looks like a which way. So what's kind of barren? We'll do this. Can we make a slab? No, we can make leaves. Pointless! Okay, either way, it looks like. Do copper ore. Whoa. Copper. There you go. Alright, so whatever. The corner's just gonna look like that. But for the moment everyone's been waiting for. Now I know it's been forever, but respectfully, everyone still has to name the Dilophosauruses. And here's my Dilopedia. We'll see cool twists when they hatch. So we will sit here and pretty much chillax with them. This will be a small episode, mainly just because I am trying to get this out as soon as possible. AKA today before I go to bed. So I do have to turn this out as soon as possible. But we'll have 3 new baby Dilophosaurus, and that'll be our second official actual enclosure done. I will build up around here and make it blend in a bit more. And off security. Dang, that's the same thing as off duty. Off screen, I will do the lanterns that I usually do around the park. And maybe before I end this episode, I'll decide what I want to put here. This actually won't be that hard, so while these little nerds are going around, which actually, we need to do something real quick. Instant transmission. Over here. I need to walk down here past Philip. Or Phil. Sorry, Philip. Keep saying Philip because of Billip. Oh my god, we have a freak ton of sacks. For these. So let me shove everything over here. For this right here. All this meat, pause. Yoink. It's gonna go over here. Actually, do we have iron on me? And just for video's sake, we'll put the goggles back on. I like taking them off so I can actually see with light and dark. Oh, no, we don't have enough time. They're gonna hatch these time soon. But luckily their feeder will be at the max, as we have a bunch of dead cows. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. As you can see, they're the Jurassic Park novel colors. Whoa. So, once they grow up, they'll look really cool. So we got a male, and a female, and a female. Wow. So let's actually get a picture of this little dude. Actually, we'll do it this way. No, don't move. No, he's gone. We need to take a screenshot. But the camera keeps going too fast. Huh. Perfect. Oh. And then we'll get those later. But I do have to remember that they're there. Now parkour. Actually, hold up. Bit more in the feeder. This sounds just very weird. So we have 3 Dilophosaurus, and if you want to leave a name for all 3 of them, mind you, we have 2 females, 1 male. So go on ahead. But now we needed to do something with this, which I realized we didn't actually do the roof for. And we also realized we have a bunch of meats left over. So let me fly. Goodbye. Let me go get a hopper and mess with that. Let me go over here. Do we have a doohickymatrons? We do. It's also raining. Wow. What a rain. You're probably not seeing any of the particle effects because I turned it off. Yoink. With this looks enclosure. This looks enclosure? Yes. English. It is hard. There you go. So it'll fill up the feeder. And respectfully, I'll just shove this over here at the front. So it's like you can feed them. Because I'm pretty sure if once they're big enough, you can actually throw the meat on the ground, and they will eat it. But they're in there, all 3 of them, chillaxing. So we need to do 2 things with this one, which I believe we have leftover stuff. So first, let's go up here, close off this roof. So maybe We'll do a slab. Actually, more slabs. Where's my picks? Or my axe? Fill this in. And to be honest, fill that back in. And then that is it for the roof. Second, we must do this because the villagers like to escape. So that's who we're going to be placing in here to sell things. What should he sell? Actually, I'm glad that you asked. We will actually be selling the meat over here. The feed to the dinos. So if we open this, we can get through. We can add. Do we have any type of different other wood? We do have. Nope, that wouldn't work. We do have these. You know, that will work. We'll place these as the backdrop. Actually, yeah, we'll destroy this real quick. Go up top. Ooh, shortcut. And actually place all these in. And then place these in. Perfect. Then we can go down here. It looks a little better. We definitely need something to break up the colors. So perhaps some tough. Actually, we can get this. Oh, wrong button. Grab this. And then there we go. Now all we have to do is one, extend this out. We need torches. Then we need 2 chests. One for intake and one for outtake. Now we need to steal a villager. But before we do that, let's close things off. There we go. We have a cool concession stand. Actually, to make it look a little bit more fancy, we'll do this. There we go. That looks all snazzy. Now we need to find a local man to steal. Or a hot girl this hot girl winter. Yoink. Is anyone left? It's very laggy. Turn off strainers. It didn't work. I swear, sometimes you press K and it works, sometimes you press K and it does not. Where are the local villagers? I think we stole them all. They all ran away to the Bahamas. I think this is the no-go area, which crashes the game. How about you? Teleport. You, sir. You look like you don't like your job. Yoink. You look like you don't like your job. Teleport. Where are we? Over here. Sir, you would like your new job. Over here. Perfect. And now, we just need a smoker. Which, if the game will let me type. Well, what's so simple? Actually, I think we could just make that here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make a furnace. And then surrounded by some wood. And we have this gentleman's smoker. Which we'll shove in the wall. Perfect. Now, do we have name tags? No, we do not. Let's go get a name tag, and then we'll end the episode there. Turn shaders back on. That'll be it. We'll do some cool B-roll with the little baby dios. There we go. What should we name this guy? We'll call him Meaty Mike. That's what we'll call him. Because he sells us the Dilo meat. Meaty Mike. Bang. And eventually he'll get this job. Which actually, it may be easier that way. Actually, let's make a cutting board. Cutting board. Perfect. Yoink. And yoink. I believe it's just this. And that. And. Hup. Hup. Okay, well, it didn't work. Hup. 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 Alright. Just wanted to pick up the box. Excuse me. Yoink. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And actually, to make things a little bit more perfect, to make it easier for me, do we have any copycat blocks? I don't think we do. We definitely do have... No, we do not. I'm a liar. There we go. So if I ever want to get back there, it's super simple. Perfect! We'll do a name thing later. Oh, unless I have... Oh, we do. Never mind, we'll do that now. Put a bunch of U. 2, 1, 2, 4. And we'll do beef on all of them. Beef, 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 beef. Perfect. Alright. Well, that's actually going to be it for this video. I know it's small, but it's probably reaching on the 40-minute mark, to be honest. But, as you can see... Oh, press the wrong button again. The Dilos are doing Dilo things. Oh, where did he go? There they are. Jesus, they're already getting really big. So that's pretty cool. I'm glad how they look, and the texture pack I have on them, or the resource pack, looks amazing. Whoa. So, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. Don't worry, I'll be posting more Jurassic World Evolution. That's a lie. Actually, I will be doing a Jurassic World Evolution once the new thing comes out. The DLC for I believe on Tuesday. So today's Monday. So tomorrow. But as of right now, this will be it for me. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. And have a majestic... Well, actually, correction. I'll see you in the future. And have a majestic day.